So, hey, how are you all today? Hope you're doing well. Um, I am on here to share some things with you all today. I have a new opportunity that I'm going to embark upon, and I just am excited as all get out about it. I've done a few different things over my life. Some of y'all know me as a few different people. Some of y'all know me as Miss Spears, and some of you all have known me as Miss Cooper, and some of y'all know me as Miss Johnson. Some of y'all have known me as Auntie Ray, aka Taomi 3000, T Ray 3K. Some of y'all know me as Mama. Some of y'all know me as Auntie Tracy. Some of y'all know me as Bestie. But all in all, I've had a lot of different experiences, and my creative adventures are ongoing. And so I am here to share with you all my latest endeavor. I am a work based learning coordinator at the high school where I work in Jackson, Tennessee. And with this role, I have been privileged to make partnerships in the community. Excuse me. But these partnerships are to help young people establish themselves into situations wherein they can explore options and opportunities for their future. Whether it be they're just working at a Kroger to get work experience, build a resume, go into internships or job shadowing situations where they might do some further research on a particular field that they may be interested in down the line. All of it is really cool to me. And in doing so, I have happened upon a couple of different opportunities for myself while doing this. So the first opportunity that I sort of create, and I'm giving God credit. I'm not trying to say I did all this. To me, this is just like God just talking to me and getting me to do stuff. And so I started reading books at a daycare. And I remember the first time I did that. I was in Gadsden, Alabama when I did that. And was it my book? Yes, it was. The Racing Pit. The Racing Pit Part 1. I read it to a daycare in Gaston, Alabama. I sure did. And it was probably about 2011, 2012 when I did that. And I loved it. And further, fast forward, I came to this Jackson, Tennessee area and I started reading that same children's book. I had written a part 2 to The Racing Pit. And I read it at a daycare in Jackson, Tennessee. And I just loved it. I just loved it. And so I began to, in this role, I began to think about how young people need to be exposed to early childhood education. And so, hey, why not take them to the daycare with me and let them either read with me or take pictures of me reading, or even if I don't read, maybe we just give some books to some children at this daycare and a little teddy bear because little kids like teddy bears. So I started with that in conjunction with work-based learning to make sure that there's now a segue for some of those young people that accompany me to actually do a shadowing experience, or even the ones that are 18 years old have an opportunity for employment at one of these daycares. So now I have added a new layer, and this new layer has come with an entirely new, to me, fresh idea that I think I've been experimenting with this for quite some time, and I wasn't sure if it was going to work. But I have entertained the thought of bringing in comedy to my spoken word and arsenal of writings, and I want to do some comedy sketches. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody's gonna laugh. I don't even know. I asked one person one time, was any of the things I had made a little recording, and I said, "Are these jokes? Is it funny?" And the person was like, "Nope, it's not jokes." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I kind of got discouraged, but not really. I was just like, okay, that's okay. That's constructive, feedback. So I said to myself, all right, let me add a nursing home. So I've got a daycare, because that's what people are going to always need, care for the little kids, and then a nursing home. So I was going to be somebody needs some help with the older people. So I said, let's get this nursing home involved and see, can I get some students to shadow, do internships, or possibly, gain employment maybe through the kitchen or through the, other opportunities, custodial work, those young people who don't have any credentials as of yet, but are thinking about what they might want to do. So I done went myself over to this nursing home here in Jackson, Tennessee. And when I went, I said, let me establish a relationship first. So I said, let me do something on your entertainment schedule along the lines of poetry and comedy. And they were like, yeah, okay, sure. So, they gave me a form and stuff. And I've got myself set up to do something very soon. And so with that, here's why I'm on here talking to you. My spoken word, that's always going to be okay. I know how to do that. I've got that pretty developed. But this comedy part, I'm like super scared. Like, what if it doesn't work? So I have developed a character. I have developed a whole character that I'm going to introduce to the entire world. And I'm starting at this nursing home and see if these folks laugh. If these folks laugh, then I'm going to keep building this character. So this character, her name is Auntie Ray Ray. And Auntie Ray Ray is a mess. When I tell you, she is 100 years old. Not old, 100 years old. She's born in 1925. She's about to turn 101. But she never gonna tell nobody that she's over 100 because she is definitely 100 years old. But you can't tell she's 100. She just look like she's old, but not even that old. So she have had all these little stories. I mean, as in Miss Auntie Ray Ray had been married like what 5 times. She been widowed 2 times. She have had 6 children. She have been a CNA. She have been a teacher. She have been a sanctified lady. She have been a moonshine seller. She have run with the mob. I mean, she have done a lot of things in her life. And now Auntie Ray Ray is just tired of being old. And she sits on her porch, right? And she's just always got her Jack Daniels and Coke right there with her at all times, and her cigar that she constantly smokes. And she does not care that cigar may kill her one day. She is not worried about that because she's going to die anyway. And she is old as it is. So she just be up here people watching. And she just know everything that goes on in the whole neighborhood. And since she have moved a couple of times with all these different situations and life changes, she have plenty of stories to tell. And she has some pretty good advice about things. So I'm going to break it all down, this character, Auntie Ray Ray, and tell these folk at the nursing home, who is this lady? And I'm just going to talk about her at first, but eventually I'm going to dress up. And I did a role before where I was an old lady, and I think I did a pretty good job. So you guys feel free to chime in and tell me what you think Auntie Ray Ray should be talking about. What are the things that most folk end up dealing with that somebody knows you or know about? And what should she do with this information? How should she handle disseminating this information? Because she is definitely not keeping it to herself. She is letting it be known that this is crazy and that's crazy. And let me tell you what you ought to do about it, what you should have done about that boy, what you need to do about that little fast girl. She is the one, okay, the right one. So thank you for listening, okay? And as I continue on this journey, don't forget about the Poet's Journey 12 testimony that's available on Amazon that you can purchase at your leisure. Or don't forget to hashtag Taomi Ray. If you want to make any type of donations, $10 is usually a good number, and that will help contribute to me donating books to these daycares. It will contribute to me donating my poetry books to these nursing homes, and it will just continue to help the work move forward. So I'm going to be developing. I had an LLC a long time ago, and it went south. So I'm going to be revamping all of that and getting back into that mode so that I can continue on with my creative endeavor. I have about 3 years until I can officially be eligible for retirement as an educator. I will have given like 30 years, okay, to education. Yes. And I have absolutely not enough money to retire. Nope, not at all. I'm really going to have to still work. But the work that I do, I'm hoping that I like it. I'm hoping that it maintains. I'm hoping that it leaves legacy. So you guys pray for me. I'm going to pray for you. And keep your eyes open for Auntie Ray Ray coming soon to a screen near you.